Hello, we're back. Today I have a treat for you, and it's going to be part 2 of my explanation of the AFOP full market structure development, what I've renamed the OP setup, but it's due to him that I use it and many people in my network do use it. So I want to show you what we call the AFOP, which is the moment where price takes off for hundreds of points with no drawdown, and you can learn to catch it. So this is going to be part 2 of my OP setup explanation. I refer people to this because yesterday there was a crazy clean example of this, and I want to show it to you. Leave me with the music. So, and as I was going through it, I said, like, this is perfect for a meme. Oh, check it. Order flow, motherfucker. Do you speak it? All right. Comedy time is done. Now we're serious. Okay, now we're serious. So what I want to tell you is how, by reading order flow and market structure, simple concepts, price will tell you without looking at market profiles, footprint, or volume. The market will tell you with candles what's about to happen. You need to know a few concepts. As you know, I am a hybrid trader. I come from School of ICT. I spent a long time there and transitioned into more market structure, order flow, and DTFX style. And I've learned most of what I do nowadays from AFOP. Thank you, God, which I thank. Thank you. And this is the kind of runs that I would like to teach you to take. It's like these insane rocket-fueled runs with no drawdown. So this is part 2 of the OP setup. Okay, this is what I want to show you, how it was possible to predict this, and I did. Call it to the tick, enter it, and with 8-point stop, get hundreds of points. It is possible, and it is predictable. But you have to be at the right time, the right place. Don't have FOMO opening trades before, like I did. I took like 3 or 4 trades in this part of the chart. But then I caught this, and it was all worth it. And all the other ones were also either break-even or wins. So I'll show you. Anyway, so I would like to start from zooming out and checking what has been happening on higher time frames. So I usually work, so when I have an idea about the direction of the market, I move down to my execution time frame, which is the 15 seconds. Right now I live in the 15 seconds time frame, but I tend to move to the 15-second time frames once I am crystal clear in my mind what's going to happen next. Then I go down to the 15 seconds to execute on a trade and wait for the exact right moment. So I most of the time have always the 4-hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes and 5-minute charts on a different screen. And I try to stay as long as possible on the 5-minute chart. So let's review what happened, because this is hindsight, of course, but I did execute this trade live with live comments and drawings in the Discord I'm in, which you're free to join if you want. And so let's review what was happening during the day. I had already done trading. I took some nice win. I took this short. See, it's still annotated. I took a piece of this, so you can see a few of my trades of the other day. So this apparently was a loss. Win. This was not 50 points, but I was trailed. But actually, I was not supposed to show this. But okay, I took quite a few trades in the development during London, and then I skipped the open, and I came to trade. So I did take part of this nice short, and then I was done. I'm working on 10 Apex evaluations, 50,000, using this time a very strict model of when the price trades in my favor, 10 points. I move to 10, so oftentimes just 10 points, 10 point trades, but whatever. Trading day was challenging, but also full of opportunity because there was a lot of volatility. It was the last third Friday of a month at the close of the futures contract. So this is the new contract, and the volatility was insane, right? But at one point, without explaining why we turned exactly there, we have this sort of V-shaped recovery on higher time frame. This is, if you've studied ICT, you recognize that there's a original consolidation, a sloping, an acceleration, which is done by either the market maker or financial institutions that move billions. Basically, they reposition their position from this average to this average so that then they can start buying and prices pushes up. They do know something that we don't, but we can understand what's the thinking of the market by recognizing this sort of pattern. Or this is not a lesson on the market maker models. I recommend you study the market maker, ICT market maker models. It's one of my favorite frameworks ever. But that's not the point. The point is that, okay, you see some market structure. There has been a sloping acceleration down. Market has changed direction, and now we're inching forward. And during the lunch hour, there's been this crazy push, and we started consolidating. So I came to the chart, and I kid you not, I came to the chart at 3:10. So here, New York time. I after dinner, my time, I came at the chart at this time. And the chart was doing this. And I zoomed out, and I saw this sort of consolidation, drop, recovery, and immediately thought, okay, this is another accumulation. First, well, in ICT terms, this first accumulation, second accumulation. This is at one point it's going to rocket with zero drawdown and reach the top of the original consolidation. Okay, so a snap judgment with experience, of course, of higher time frame market behavior, I already expected a long. So as soon as I watched it, I saw this, and I said, we're gonna have to look for longs. Okay, but this is let's say you have a bias for a predisposition for some targets, and you need to learn to build this. So there's some sloping here, and liquidity was captured, and there's still some more here that that market still wants to go to. All right, so given that, we can move on to the actual market structure without using any complicated ICT concepts. And that is, there's a consolidation, and we're ranging between the extremes, but we're inching. So we start looking. So what I started looking at was this. Okay, so there's this zone, even if it's internal, because the actual high is here. So we broke up. What was the area responsible for breaking this high? Let me make it a little bit thicker. So this zone high, there's a fractal here. So the close of this candle, see, there's a wick and the wick. Between the wick and the wick, inside lower time frames, there is some swing here. So what I noticed is that we went up, came down to this area responsible, and notice what we did. This was a first swing into this imbalance, and we didn't manage to tap into this area responsible. And then here, hidden in this mechanic, there is a double bottom, right? So these two candles. So you need to, with experience of reading candles, you will start to observe that wicks and actually candles paired together only do have a world inside them. So let me zoom in, actually, otherwise how are we gonna see it? So let's go through it step by step. So we came down, So this candle, what it did was open, high, low, close, open, low, high, close. So we did go up and down 2 times. There is a swing here. So it means there was a low, second low. There's a double bottom here. So we had a double bottom with a tap. What does price do? How is the OP setup look like? It's a sweep of liquidity and a double bottom inside an area responsible on an origin. So what does price do? It runs. But it didn't have enough power to close above here. Logic, right? Illogical. So read the candles here again. Okay, open, we open, up, close, open, up, close here. Isn't there a double top here too? So the pin bars that then get violated, they become, this fail to close above, right? We fail to close above. And we are close at the origin of this candle, right? We fail to close above. The objective of this double bottom was to punch through, right? Just a narrative, just building narrative looking at candles. This is what we do. And you can take amazing trades. Okay, so after this, of course, we go down, right? Where do we go down to? Well, now here there's an hidden swing low. So there's a sort of an origin, even though it's internal, you know, it's a swing, a down, you know, down close candle gets broken to the upside. And there's an internal flip here. So this is an origin. Do we come to 50% of it? Let's check. Oh, we did not come to 50% of it. So this sort of origin in 5 minutes, this double top, if it's a true double top, the function is to go down and break down. No, we didn't. So we didn't even touch 50% of this origin, and we went back up. And again, here there is a signature, equal highs. There's 2 highs that are the same at this height. Where are we? We are also in this origin. So price didn't have enough power to continue to the upside, but it didn't even manage to get to 50%. So there's some unfinished business apparently here down here. We're just following structure, right? So we came down finally. So now we left this zone. We came down to it and we created the first tap. Then we came down twice, and this is the second tap. And now you look carefully, because inside here also with these candles, price leaves and we come back twice, and both times we can't breach this level. Okay. Then we slowly was inching. So here, back up a little bit. We have built a narrative of very higher time frame. So an objective for the day. Objective for the day is completing the, let's say, the climb up to this point. Then we are analyzing the actual candle by candle on 5 minutes into this final consolidation with the idea that price either will reject down or will push up. And our idea is that it's going to push up. Okay, now we can go down to the lower time frame. So to be honest, to be very, very, very honest, I did this when I arrived. Okay, I show you exactly what I did. I came here, I saw, okay, this is a long, all life is a long. So I did 3 things. I did this. I drew these 3 lanes. I said, okay, so we're gonna go here. Was there a week here? Let me say. So this week. Okay. So I drew these 3. Well, let's do it the same. I drew these 3, and I thought, okay, one of these levels is gonna hold. This probably is the full protected. So we come down, we do a double bottom around this area. In 15 seconds, I'm just gonna go long. Okay. So I was ready to go long anywhere in this area when the pattern on lower time frame would happen. Okay, now we can. we can go to the execution time frame. And now you have to see how insanely clean. This was the origin I marked. And here on lower time frame, you have all the resolution. You see the fractality. As my friend in his AI voice says, the fractality and multi-temporality of it all. And it's just insane, just astonishing. It's really beautiful. If you learn to read it, you can just feel joy because you can make money. The market becomes your ATM machine. All right. So let's track it together. How I arrived and started drawing this. So what you see here is what I drew then. And these are the lines that I actually had, these blue lines. We keep them for consistency. So I arrived, I saw the origin, and I saw that it was this zone, even though it's internal, you know, my major breaks, so this is like a higher time frame break, you mark, right? Because they means price has broken a relevant psychological threshold in the market. So we broke this. What's the last upward move before breaking this level? It's this last swing, right? You can get anal about which one, but I picked this one. It's very clearly the last swing before this break. So we came down to one of the levels that I marked that would be critical. From here below, it's okay for me to start looking for longs because the double tap has happened on a higher time frame. And we are at the bottom part, let's say, the lower part of this origin, okay? So from here on, I was looking for longs. And to be honest, I did take a few longs. I did take, what did I do? I can show you. When I saw, so I was tracking. Yeah. Let's go deep into the rabbit hole. So I was tracking. I thought, hey, this is the double bottom. We're testing. We did a first test of this SNDR, right? So when we came down, I saw one and then sweep. So here, I can actually go and show you which one did I close? What was it? If I unclick them, they will all gonna appear. So this one I took. 1 second, this one. Yeah, so I took this one. So I took a loss here because I didn't take. So my automated trailed me at 10 points, and I didn't close it. I thought it's still gonna go up. So I entered. Here. Doesn't make much sense. So as you see, did the double bottom. We could have entered on this candle close confidently, and it would have taken us to the second tap into the SNDR. So here you have a tap and a double tap. And because we failed to push up, we came right down. That's why I was stopped. Where did we stop? Well, there's a few places that you could mark as here. That could be an SNDR, very tiny. And it was disrespected. And here, apparently, there's an SNDR. This tiny candle. And price did, I'm sorry. When it does that, I hate it. And I'm sorry. We did go beyond a little bit. But it still came down. And we did. Oh, I don't know why it does that. I know why. And it did a double bottom with a strong reaction. So this would be another entry. And I did take a few other entries actually. Where was it? Let me show you. I did take one long, one break even, a few trades of this, like this here. As we were, yeah, so this was a win. Actually, I didn't take this one. I should have. But I just been taking a stop, so it's very hard to re-enter immediately after you've been stopped. This would have been a clean run for how many points? I don't want to lose too much in this. So this was already 25 points. Okay, but then let's check the real, I would say, order flow hints. Okay. Real order flow hints as price was developing. Okay, the real double bottom close to NSNDR, once actually the origin of this move happened, we come up after the double bottom and we manage to wick above this area responsible. So this to me, so we're collecting clues. This to me is a major indication that price now is confirming a very strong bullish bias. It's true, we just wicked it and we couldn't close above it. And in fact, we come back down, but this is a hint of things to come. We have now violated this area responsible. It's by a wick. Some people don't like to call invalidations with wicks, but I do. And oftentimes this works. So you do what works in your backtesting. So this is the area responsible for pushing price above this zone I and then wicking this. So we thought maybe it holds. We come down. Yeah, it smidges it. It comes down actually, you know where? We have to make sure there's a fair value gap here. So we come down to this fair value gap. And this is where I did take a long and a win, like you saw. But it started doing the three drives thing. This is so annoying. It started doing 1, 2, 3, and down we go. All right. So down we go. Okay. Now for the moment of truth and the real pattern that I wanted to show you. So before we go there, notice I place a bucket or a basket because my idea was clearly price will have to come back here because this is incomplete. This is just not a weak and then total rejection. Price is developing. This is just a hint that we're going to come back here. This is how I was building the narrative. And we did in fact do. We did come down. This is now internal origin, and we had the first step, right? Okay. There's an element of time you need to remember. We're at the end of the day, the third Friday of the month, option expiring, end of the 30-month contract of the futures. This is the last 10 minutes of official open trading of the day. Something always happens at 3:50. So with that in mind, this is how you need to take it. So price breaches the level that we were waiting for, leaves equal highs. And many people, actually friends, were long here and they got stopped. But when price came down, actually I was looking and waiting, absolutely waiting for a reaction around either this level or this level. I wanted to see what would happen. So I was very keen in 50 seconds looking at this. Before I do this, I want to show you a small part, hopefully with permission, and he doesn't get annoyed. I'm sorry. This is to praise your amazing insight. I want to show you a small piece of how AFOP himself, NQ God, draws what you're about to see. Okay.
I'm going to do it here graphically. You take an area of supply and demand and look for a specific pattern. So the supply and demand area in this case.
Okay. This is what I wanted to show you. Remember this? This is the whole market development structure as explained by NQ God. Take a screenshot of this. Okay. Move it out. How do you like for a lesson? How do you like this lesson? Let me know. Paste. Okay. Okay, there's some market structure. And we come down, push up, come down to retest people that are in profit, take them out with the double bottom and run. Now, what's happening here? Well, okay, come down, develop, go up. People that bought here are in profit. New market structure has been created. We come down, sweep the winners, double bottom, run. How many points? Yeah, okay. So you have to attune your eyes to this. But basically you keep an eye on origins with a narrative, building order flow hints about what price wants to do. And then when it's the right time, you look for this signature. There's a level that cannot be breached. There's a sweep that has already tried to continue and it couldn't. And then finally, there is a flip, a double bottom. I'll draw it differently. There's a double bottom. You have to see this shape, okay? Let me do it like this. You have to see this shape. You have to see this shape. And you have to learn to see it fractally, even in a single candle. Sometimes it's just a candle doing this. Okay? Now, if it's correct, the beauty of this is that the stop loss, I can't click on it. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. The beautiful thing about this setup is that first, if you fail, you fail quick. This is just beautiful. It's very painful, but if you think about it, a long draining drawdown that you don't know if you're gonna come out of, it's painful. This is, okay, you got a loss. It means your reading was wrong. Reassess. Just take a break and reassess. And then, if it's the real double bottom reversal after a sweep in the origin or SNDR, there's no drawdown. So either you got it right and there's no drawdown and it just runs, or you're wrong. That's the beauty of this setup. If it runs, you will know. And you will know. So I entered. I actually did enter higher. This was the idea. So I entered here. So actually when I saw this candle running, I just clicked. And I had my trail at 10. So I got trail at 10. Then I saw that we did a sort of internal SBS here. Just for true transparency, I did take 10 points of profit here and got stopped. Then I saw the SBS, so I re-entered here. I took another 10. Then I saw it spike up, and because I got wicked somewhere, and I re-clicked. So I captured it on a piece of this. I did not hold until here. When I do, you will see it. I will post it on Twitter. But I did see this move, and I am very proud. And I do often, and you can learn to do that too. In the SBS gang, we do it every single day in 15-second candles, 10 hours a day. So just saying, you could hang out with us if you want. It's not, you don't have to, but anyway, this is what I have to tell you. This is what I wanted to tell you. Or just post, luckily. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of how the AFOP or OP setup works out, how to build a narrative from higher time frame, to lower time frame, and then go down to your lower time frame execution window and wait for a confirmation that leaves you no doubt, a protected level that cannot be breached, a double bottom, a sweep of liquidity, and then enter. And then be careless. Let it run. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, I will release my indicators. People are raving about them. Everybody. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Come hang out with me on Twitter or YouTube or Discord. Ciao.